Today is December 11th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today at the Big Book, we're going to continue our journey through Chapter 10 to Employers. We'll be reading page 145. At the 12 and 12, we're on Tradition 8. We'll read page 169, and we'll read the 24 hours a day in daily reflection. So with that, hope you all are doing well this morning, my friends. Once again, we've been given a brand new set of 24 hours. Clean slate, another chance to do the next right thing. That's always an exciting thing. So with that, let's get to the good stuff. At the Big Book, we're on To Employers, page 145. In this connection, can you remain undisturbed if the man proceeds to tell you shocking things? He may, for example, reveal that he has padded his expense account, or that he has planned to take your best customers away from you. In fact, he may say almost anything if he has accepted our solution, which, as you know, demands rigorous honesty. Can you charge this off as you would a bad account and start fresh with him? If he owes you money, you may wish to make terms. If he speaks of his home situation, you can undoubtedly make helpful suggestions. Can he talk frankly with you so long as he does not bear business tales or criticize his associates? With this kind of employee, such an attitude will command undying loyalty. The greatest enemies of us alcoholics are resentment, jealousy, envy, frustration, and fear. Wherever men are gathered together in business, there will be rivalries and, arising out of these, a certain amount of office politics. Sometimes we alcoholics have an idea that people are trying to pull us down. Often this is not so at all. But sometimes our drinking will be used politically. One instance comes to mind in which a malicious individual was always making friendly little jokes about an alcoholic's drinking exploits. In this way, he was slyly carrying tales. In another case, an alcoholic was sent to a hospital for treatment. Only a few knew of it at first, but within a short time, it was billboarded throughout the entire company. Naturally, this sort of thing decreased the man's chance of recovery. The employer can many times protect the victim from this kind of talk. The employer cannot play favorites, but he can always defend a man from needless provocation and unfair criticism. Out of the 12 and 12, we're on Tradition 8. Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. Page 169. At the foundation, the same story repeats itself. 8 tons of books and literature per month do not package and channel themselves all over the world. Sacks of letters on every conceivable AA problem, ranging from a lonely heart Eskimo to the growing pains of thousands of groups, must be answered by people who know. Right contacts with the world outside have to be maintained. AA's lifelines have to be tended. So we hire AA staff members. We pay them well, and they earn what they get. They are professional secretaries, but they are certainly not professional AAs. Perhaps the fear will always lurk in every AA heart that one day our name will be exploited by somebody for real cash. Even the suggestion of such a thing never fails to whip up a hurricane. And we have discovered that hurricanes have a way of mauling with equal severity both the just and the unjust. They're always unreasonable. No individuals have been more buffeted by such emotional gusts than those AAs bold enough to accept employment with outside agencies dealing with the alcohol problem. A university wanted an AA member to educate the public on alcoholism. A corporation wanted a personnel man familiar with the subject. A state drunk farm wanted a manager who could really handle inebriates. A city wanted an experienced social worker who understood what alcohol could do to a family. A state alcohol commission wanted a paid researcher. These are only a few of the jobs which AA members as individuals have been asked to fill. Now and then, AA members have bought farms or badly beat up topers could find needed care. The question was, and sometimes still is, Are such activities to be branded as professionalism under the AA tradition? "24 hours a day, December 11th. AA thought for the day. Thinking of the AA fellowship as a group therapy is a very narrow conception of the depth of the fellowship. Looking at it purely as a means of acquiring and holding sobriety, it is right as far as it goes, but it doesn't go far enough. Group therapy is directed toward the help that the individual receives from it. It is using the companionship of other alcoholics only in order to stay sober ourselves. But this is only the beginning of real AA fellowship. Do I deeply feel the true AA fellowship?" Meditation for the day. Most of us have had to live through the dark part of our lives, the time of failure, the nighttime of our lives, when we were full of struggle and care, worry and remorse, when we felt deeply the tragedy of life. But with our daily surrender to a higher power comes peace and joy that make all things new. We can now take each day as a joyous sunrise gift from God to use for Him and for other people. The night of the past is gone. This day is ours. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may take this day as a gift from God. I pray that I may thank God for this day and be glad in it. Daily Reflection, December 11th. A gentle humility. We are actually to practice a genuine humility. This is to the end that our great blessing may never spoil us, that we shall forever live in thankful contemplation of Him who presides over us all. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 192. Experience has taught me that my alcoholic personality tends to be grandiose. While having seemingly good intentions, I can go off on tangents in pursuit of my causes. My ego takes over, and I lose sight of my primary purpose. I may even take credit for God's handiwork in my life. Such an overstated feeling of my own importance is dangerous to my sobriety and could cause great harm to AA as a whole. My safeguard, the 12th tradition, serves to keep me humble. I realize, both as an individual and as a member of the fellowship, that I cannot boast of my accomplishments, and that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading, and that last reading really makes me think of humility and how important it is. You know, lately I've been thinking about my schedule, and I've let other things creep in, and these are seemingly good things, right? Like family obligations and church obligations and work obligations, you know, things like that. But if I put that in front of my sobriety, for me at least, that spells trouble. And I've caught myself. So what I did yesterday is I went through my calendar and I made it very intentional. No, I want to go to this XY meeting on these days. I need to go, because for me, if I don't put my sobriety first, I lose everything else. So I kind of had to humble myself and realize, okay, all this other stuff, this is good stuff, but it has to take a backseat to my sobriety right now. It's not easy to do. I got to be a lot more efficient with my time throughout the day, but it is so worth it. But anyway, I don't know if that was exactly related to the reading or not, but that was on my heart today. But anyway, guys, again, I'm sorry for my voice. I'm still not 100%, but hopefully in the next couple of days I'll get there. See, when you get older, it takes a little longer to shake a cold. My kids can be recovered in 12 hours, but anyways, my friends, I hope you all have a great one. If we are given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.